Good Super Bowl morning, Kansas City Chiefs fans. Well, this is Shaggyshane back with you. All right, I got your PMs. I saw what everybody was saying. They said, Shaggy, you addressed the Alex Smith situation thoroughly, but we want to know, what about Dontari Poe? What about Eric Berry? What should the Kansas City Chiefs do in free agency with these two specific defensive players? And I want to address that, and I want to thank you for the PMs asking me specifically about what the Kansas City Chiefs should do with Dontari Poe and Eric Berry. These are my feelings and my feelings alone. I'm sure some may feel the same way, some may feel different. I feel with the Dontari Poe situation, Andy Reid did John Dorsey no favors by having him play and star in so many awesome touchdown plays. Dontari Poe was catching touchdowns at Oakland. He was throwing touchdown passes in the Sunday night primetime game against the Denver Broncos. And what that did is that made Dontari Poe look like a star, kind of created a cult hero. When in his 5th season with the Kansas City Chiefs, that defensive tackle Dontari Poe had his worst season. He was low in sacks, he was low in quarterback pressures. Chris Jones, the #1 pick, well, the second round pick of the Kansas City Chiefs last year, ended up being the star on defense at that position. You know, with Dontari Poe, I think he didn't have a good season. So with that being said, the Kansas City Chiefs could let him walk. I'd like to see him resign. I'd hate to see Dontari Poe go anywhere else and become a star, because he was the Chiefs' #1 draft pick in 2012, but he had a bad season. Like I said, Andy Reid did John Dorsey no favors by having him score all those offensive touchdowns. It was cute, it was sweet, and it looked nice on the stat sheet to have your defensive tackle be such a stud on offense, but he didn't deliver as a defensive tackle. Don't get me wrong, I really like Dontari Poe. He's not the heartless players like the defensive tackles before, like Tyson Jackson, Glenn Dorsey, Ryan Sims, and Junior Seavey. Dontari Poe's a winner, but he just had a bad season. If it comes down between him and Eric Berry, I hope the money goes to Eric Berry. Now, I need to tell you fans this morning why John Dorsey may be a little bit apprehensive on giving an extension to Eric Berry. Of course, the cancer situation, but John Dorsey was forced to sign Jamal Charles to a new deal. If you remember back in 2012 or 2011, Scott Pioli gave Jamal Charles an extremely cap-friendly deal. Jamal Charles ended up talks about him holding out. If he didn't get a new deal, John Dorsey gave a new deal in 2014. Jamal Charles into the ground in 2014. Subsequently, 2015 and 2016, Jamal Charles has barely played. Yet, John Dorsey gave into that pressure, and gave Jamal Charles a new deal. Now, Justin Houston, John Dorsey gave into the pressure, and at that time made him the highest paid outside linebacker. And how's Justin Houston responded? By barely getting through 2 seasons as the Chiefs outside linebacker with those knee issues. Now, that pressure is back on John Dorsey to give Eric Berry his extension. And you know what? I'm going to put that pressure on John Dorsey as well. Give Eric Berry that extension. Eric Berry is the man. But you got to understand, all I'm asking you Kansas City Chiefs fans to understand is why John Dorsey is so apprehensive on giving Eric Berry that extension. Could it happen? Sure. Will it happen? I hope. Can it happen? Yes, it can. So if it comes down to Shaggyshane, I say sign Eric Berry, give him that extension. But if it comes down to Dontari Poe and if he wants too much money, sorry Dontari, you didn't produce. Would love to have you return and be real cute on these offensive scores, but we need you to step up. All right, that's enough of my morning. You ladies and gentlemen, enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. Cheer for your favorite team. I'm not cheering for New England or really Atlanta, but I'd like to see Atlanta win. All right, until next season, till the draft, all right? You guys kick ass. I want to thank you for enjoying my Shaggyshane post games. We'll see you on draft day. Enough of my yakking. Go Chiefs.